Hello. So this is my voice. This is gonna be the first video with a voiceover. Let's get on with the video. Okay, so the main reason why I restarted the game was because of a lack of a plan. I was really going into the game blind, and by the end of devlog 10, I had an identity crisis and I didn't know where I wanted the game to go. The second reason why was because of the poorly written code, and it was very unoptimized. And these were the two main reasons why. Alright, here's the plan. You and 3 friends go into like an abandoned facility to like kill monsters and stuff. Doing so, you'll get like better weapons and money. Yeah. So we're gonna need a variety of weapons, monsters, maps, and a pretty clean user interface. And multiplayer support, but that'll be easy, so it's, yeah. Alright, let's get started. I made a base plate, then published it, then gave it a very smart and creative name. Perfect. Alright, so after 24 hours, I had a very small game. There are only a couple scripts and 1 gun, but yeah. So in the game, you can equip the view model by hitting 1, and there's some weapon sway, which looks the exact same as it did in the last version. Oh, and you can also aim and shoot, but only in animation. So the biggest change from the last version are the procedurally animated walk animations, as seen here. This is just done by creating cosine and sine waves, then setting the view model position to the wave. And that's the end of day 1. Alright, so this is the day 2 build. Off the bat, you can see I added the crosshair from the original version. There are also some new equip sound effects. I also slightly changed the walking animations by just, changing a couple numbers. I also added walking sound effects, and these play in time with each bob your gun does. Speaking of guns, I added shooting and recoil. Then I also added sliding, but this was from the last version, so... The 2 big changes that I made from the last version are that you can see the legs, and there's a cool little animation that plays. And finally, a new weapon, the Chris Vector. Oh, and dashing. I also added dashing. Alright, on day 3 I focused on user interface. As shown here, there's a new health bar, and when you move your camera really fast, the position of all the user interfaces moves in the opposite direction, which I thought was pretty cool. I also added a UI for the weapons that you have equipped, and the ammo, and the name also. And with that, I added a new weapon, the revolver. Oh, and by the way, all the new models were created by me, so that's pretty cool. There are also reload animations. And finally, some cool effects for taking damage. When you take damage, the little plus flashes red and then shakes a bit. Then when you die, it turns black, and then it shakes until you respawn. That was the end of day 3. Pretty big change. On the 4th day, I added 2 new weapons. These 2 weapons are the Scar and the Deagle. With this, I had to remove the revolver because it was a little too similar to the Deagle, and it was very difficult to animate. This is how the weapon performs. I also added a weapon pickup system, but I forgot to record it, so just trust me. Day 5 was a short day and added a little content. There's one new weapon, the double barrel shotgun, and this is the first shotgun in the game. I also changed up the weapon UI so you can see the weapon that you don't have equipped. Finally, some changes to the crosshair to make it just like the last version. Day 6 was an even shorter day, and all I really added was a new gun. This is the lever action shotgun. Day 7 was here, and what did I add? Wall running. This is what it looks like. Alright, so that's about it. That's how I rebuilt my game from the ground up in a week and only suffered a small amount. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. If you really enjoyed, maybe leave a like or subscribe if you feel fancy. See ya.